Big Apple news this week. Big Apple news today. So, the iPhone SE4 gets rebranded, and the new name will reflect massive upgrades for the budget iPhone. So, the modern revamp of the iPhone SE is just around the corner, February 19th. We think right around the corner, as I mentioned, just a few days away, and there's a good chance it will undergo rebranding. So the new phone will be called the iPhone 16e. That's correct. They're combining the flagship 16 series and the SE series, and they're calling it iPhone 16e. Yes. Apple insider Mark Gurman, in his weekly newsletter, says that the iPhone SE naming scheme is dead. So why is there a chance that Apple might drop the popular SE branding for its budget phone? Well, Gurman alleges that this is because of just how different this phone is going to be compared to its predecessor. And I agree, right? So all of the specs we have heard about this till now make this phone seem pretty much like a variant of the iPhone 16 lineup, much more than a budget or off-brand or offline, right? So for starters, and perhaps most importantly, the iPhone SE4, aka iPhone 16e, it's going to take a while for me to remember that, is reported to feature the same processor that powers the iPhone 16 series. If this is true, then the iPhone 16e, see, I almost forgot it there, will provide the same performance as Apple's flagship devices. If the cost is to remain the same as the last generation iPhone SE, this could mean massive sales for Apple. iPhone 16 level performance at sub 500 costs. The iPhone 16e will feature 8 gigs of RAM. That's correct. 8 gigabytes of RAM. That allows the phone to support Apple Intelligence. Now, Apple AI tools are hardly anything to brag about, but it's nice to see some flagship features on a budget device. The spec that I did not see was the refresh rate, but I'm assuming Apple is keeping the dreaded 60 hertz refresh rate. I doubt they'll bump it up to 90. My guess is 60. Like I said, after all, the standard iPhone 16 has 60 hertz refresh rate. So why would Apple outduel its own base flagship model, right? So the entire iPhone 17 lineup next year is expected to get 120 hertz ProMotion refresh rate. So it looks like the rise in the refresh rate for the budget iPhone will have to wait another year or a generation to get a spec bump in the refresh rate department. So whether you love it or you hate Apple, one thing is for sure, if all this turns out to be true, and likely it will be, then the iPhone 16 SE, I got it right, will be one of the best selling phones of this year, hands down. However, there is one little downside to this new iPhone 16e. Is Apple's own custom 5G modem chip is going to be inside. Womp, womp, womp. So it's not getting that good reviews in as far as information that's leaking out. This 5G modem chip looks like to be a first gen, right? Apple is slated to launch its budget iPhone with Apple Intelligence functionality on Wednesday, and it was reported that the company is expecting high returns from this device. Tons of sales, right? The company will make various changes to the mid-range device, including a bigger display, design similar to the high-end variants iPhone 16 series. However, the device will also boast upgraded internals, which will be the highlight of the upgrade. Apple is expected to equip the device with its first in-house modem, but based on recent reports, it will have the worst performance out of the lineup. Apple's upcoming custom 5G modem chip is expected to have slower upload and download speeds compared to the Qualcomm Snapdragon X75 modem chip used in the iPhone 16 lineup. Now, Apple has been working on its own custom modem for, get this, over 7 years now. And the iPhone 16e will be the first device to get Apple's own custom modem. And once the company makes progress, it will trickle down to the rest of the lineup. We can safely presume that the device will also act as a testing ground for Apple and will only improve with each and every generation of iPhone released. Despite the modem's limitations, the iPhone 16e is still expected to be a strong competitor in the budget phone market due to its other features, such as an OLED display, 8 gigs of RAM, A18 Bionic chip, and upgraded design, all for under $500.